Jarryd Hayne and Billy Slater, two names that defined eras, but in completely different ways. Hayne, with his ability to break through any defense, pulling off plays no one else would dare to attempt. And Slater, the master of positioning, with an impeccable reading of the game, always in the right place to make the right impact. But who had the edge? Hayne, with his explosive and unpredictable style, or Slater, with his absolute control of the game? This is the question that will divide opinions. I'm going to break down the most important moments of these two NRL giants. Oh, and before we go any further, have you checked if your notification bell is on? That way, you won't miss any epic content like this. Now, let's dive in and see who truly dominated the NRL. I'm going to start with the raw, unstoppable talent of Jarryd Hayne. Skill and playing style. Jarryd Hayne is, without a doubt, one of the most unpredictable and dynamic players the NRL has ever seen. When he was at his peak, there were no limits to what he could achieve. His unique combination of strength, speed, and game vision was a nightmare for any defense. He wasn't just quick, he knew exactly where and how to attack, creating space where there seemed to be none. His ball control was unmatched, and his ability to break tackles left defenders questioning how he even managed it. He didn't rely on just one trick or signature move. His strength was his ability to improvise. He could pop up anywhere on the field, catching defenders off guard with his speed and decision-making. Even when it looked like he was trapped, he had the skill to break free and create something spectacular. At his peak, Hayne was one of the most dangerous attacking threats in the game, a true showman on the field. Iconic moments. But when we talk about Hayne, we can't forget his legendary 2009 season. That year was an absolute spectacle, one of the most thrilling seasons in league history. He led the Parramatta Eels to an unlikely grand final appearance, being the driving force behind the team. His ability to dominate games, control the tempo, and single-handedly decide matches took the Eels further than anyone expected. His performances that year are remembered as some of the most dominant of all time. We also can't overlook his performances in State of Origin, where he became a legend for his ability to shine on the biggest stage. He was crucial for the New South Wales squad, proving he could carry the team in the most critical moments. He never backed down from pressure. When the game was on the line, Hayne showed he could step up, delivering unforgettable victories and proving himself as a leader, both physically and mentally. And hey, have you hit that like button yet? If this content is bringing back those epic memories for you, imagine how many other NRL fans would love it too. Dropping a like helps a lot and keeps me motivated to bring you even more insane comparisons like this. Versatility and impact on the league. Now, what truly sets Jarryd Hayne apart from many other players is his versatility. While most athletes specialize in a single position, Hayne was a player who thrived in multiple roles throughout his career. Although primarily a fullback, his ability to transition into other positions, such as 5/8 and even halfback, made him a crucial asset to any team. He wasn't a player who limited himself. He could adapt and be effective no matter where he played. But his journey didn't stop in the NRL. Hayne had the courage to chase new challenges by testing himself in American football, something very few NRL players would dare to do. He wasn't just satisfied with success in the Australian League. He wanted to see how far his athletic ability could take him. That boldness to attempt something as drastic as switching sports shows the confidence he had in his skills and his ambition to prove himself on any sporting stage. Even with the ups and downs in his career, what Hayne achieved at the peak of his powers remains etched in the memories of fans. His ability to turn any game into an unforgettable spectacle, his iconic moments, and his versatility ensure he will always be remembered as one of the greatest players in NRL history. Jarryd Hayne may not have been the most consistent player, but his ability to rise to the occasion and become a true legend in the game's biggest moment cements his name in Rugby League's Hall of Fame forever. Now, let's see how Billy Slater, the maestro of consistency, cemented his name in the NRL. Skill and playing style. Billy Slater wasn't just fast. He was a top-level strategist. It's hard to put into words, but his game awareness, off-the-ball movement, and positioning were near flawless. He knew exactly where to be at every moment. It wasn't just about being the quickest or making the most explosive plays. Slater was the type of player who always seemed one step ahead of everyone else. He could read the play before it happened, predicting how the opposition's defense would react and turning that into an advantage. His ability to find space where no one else could, and the way he was always in the right place at the right time, made him an absolute nightmare for defenders. No matter how fast or skilled they were, they struggled to track his movements effectively. For Slater, the field was like a chessboard, and he was a master, moving the pieces with surgical precision. Every run, every support play seemed calculated and rehearsed to perfection. If you love content like this and want to see more epic NRL comparisons, subscribe to the channel now. Your subscription helps me keep bringing you incredible analyses and ensures you don't miss a single video. Iconic moments. When we talk about Billy Slater, we are talking about one of the key pillars of Melbourne Storm's success. He didn't just take part in the victories, he was a driving force behind them. Slater was crucial in decisive moments, playing a fundamental role in Storm's championships over the years. He didn't need to be the loudest player on the team, but when the game was on the line, he was there. And let's not forget his performances in State of Origin, where his presence became even more legendary. He was part of Queensland's historic dominance over New South Wales, creating some of the most unforgettable moments in the rivalry. Slater was more than just a player. He was an icon in the State of Origin clashes, showing a level of control and confidence that only the greatest possess. Every move he made in those games had the potential to turn the tide in Queensland's favor. If there was ever a player you could count on to deliver something special under pressure, it was Billy Slater. Versatility and impact on the league. Slater stood out for his longevity and consistency at the highest level. He dominated the fullback position for over a decade, setting the benchmark for every fullback that came after him. But what truly set Slater apart? His game awareness. He wasn't just a fullback who knew what to do with the ball. He was also an elite defender. His ability to read the game and anticipate the ball's movement before it even reached him made him one of the best interceptors in NRL history. He knew exactly how to position his body, where to place his hands, and how to handle high-pressure situations. For his opponents, he was a defensive wall that rarely left any gaps. Slater's career was defined by his consistency. He didn't just have one standout season, he dominated year after year. And that consistency is what puts him on another level. He didn't rely on a single peak of brilliance like some others because he was great and incredible all the time. Slater was the kind of player every team wished they had because his presence on the field guaranteed stability and pure class. While Jarryd Hayne was that explosive, unpredictable player who left everyone in awe with his incredible plays, Billy Slater built a career based on consistency and excellence. Slater knew that success wasn't just about the brilliant plays, but about building a solid career that lasted over a decade. His impact on the game was profound, and his consistency made him one of the greatest fullbacks in NRL history. His career may have been marked by calmness, but also by the certainty that, when he was on the field, his team was in good hands. Slater wasn't just a star in specific moments. He was the foundation of his team's success. If Hayne was the explosive phenomenon, Slater was the player who raised the standard, leaving a legacy that goes far beyond the titles won. He was a master in the position and, without a doubt, one of the greatest in rugby history. The comparison between Jarryd Hayne and Billy Slater is undoubtedly one of the toughest and most intriguing in the NRL. Both dominated the league in unique ways but with vastly different styles. While Hayne was an explosive, unpredictable talent capable of deciding a game on his own, Slater built a legacy based on consistency, game awareness, and an innate ability to step up when his team needed him most. For me personally, Billy Slater has the edge. His longevity, his ability to maintain the highest level of performance for years, and his impact both in attack and defense made him an NRL icon. His consistency and intelligence on the field are what, in my opinion, place him among the greatest of all time. But what about you? Who do you think was better, Jarryd Hayne, the raw, explosive talent, or Billy Slater, the maestro of consistency? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss more comparisons and in-depth analyses like this. I want to know who truly left a bigger mark on NRL history for you.